I've struggled in my life. I've done good in my life. I've done great in my life. I've struggled again. Welcome to Car Talk, where I give you my 20 years of experience on my 20-minute drive to work. And when I really think about it, I'm always the root of the problem or the solution. I might be in situations that don't help my cause, or I might be in situations that help my cause. But at the end of the day, if I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad, I'm the root of the problem or the root of the solution. Now, this is very hard for us to really take full accountability because life at points in time are difficult. It's not easy. And there's things that throw us off our game. And we decide as humans to focus on these reasons instead of focusing on what it actually takes to get what we're trying to achieve in life. So if success wasn't complicated and all it took was you to set a goal or a target, be 100% focused on that goal and target, meaning that no matter what happens, you're not going to veer from this goal or this target. This is my duty, my obligation. This is and whatever it takes, I'm just doing it. Okay? If that's the case, and then you were determined to keep pushing forward. Okay? You're determined to keep pushing forward. Like, hey, I know roadblocks are going to come. I know things that are out of my control are going to happen. I know this. But I'm not going to let them veer. I'm not going to let my emotions take over. I'm going to stick to the plan regardless how I feel, regardless of how others feel. I'm sticking to the plan. And then you got to be consistent. You know what it takes to achieve the goal that you're writing down or that you're setting. You know what it takes. You might be afraid to write it down on a piece of paper, but you know what it takes. So if you know what it takes to succeed and hit your goal, you need to do those things on a consistent basis and over a long period of time in order to make them happen. Or if you don't be shocked when you don't achieve your goal. It's that simple. Set a goal, get focused, stay determined, and be consistent. It is literally that simple. But those things are difficult. That's the problem. Those things are actually really difficult to do because life happens. Unexpected bills show up. Things in life show up. You get thrown off. The market changes. Management changes at the dealership. It's so many things can happen. And I don't even want to get into all the things that happen because you know exactly what can happen. But things happen in life. And then when things happen in life, especially if they're things that are making your life hard or making a man just feel uncomfortable, our human nature is to want to feel good. That's what we want to do. We want to feel good. And what do we do when we feel good? We usually deviate from our plan and our goal, because when we deviate from our plan and our goal, we get to do things that we enjoy and that feel good in the moment. But those things are what's holding us back. I've done it myself. I've done it numerous times in my life where I've set a goal, and when things threw me off track, I decided to get instant gratification and do what was most going to make me feel the best today. But you got to decide, what are you trying to do? You got to decide, are you trying to feel great today and just have as much fun and be as easy as possible in life today? Is that what you're trying to do? Or are you actually trying to achieve something for later in life that you can really enjoy and that's going to last forever? It's up to you. It's like the old saying. You either pay for it now or you pay for it later. And it's pretty simple, but that's the truth. You either pay for it now or you're going to pay for it later. You can play now and pay later, or you can pay now and play later. That's really up to you. And most of us, we play now. And I don't blame you. I get it. I understand. We like nice cars. We like nice things. We like to take trips. We like to go out to eat in fancy restaurants. We like to buy all these nice things. I get it. I'm the same. Okay, I'm the same. We're getting sold 24/7 on why we should do all that stuff. We're rarely getting sold on, hey, save your money, be patient, be consistent, work hard, set your life up. Okay, so how you utilize this in the car business is actually setting yourself a goal. When's the last time that you walked into a fresh month and in the dealership and you set yourself a goal that was above, I'm going to sell X amount of cars? When's the last time you set a real goal? Like a real goal. Like, I'm going to achieve X, and this is how I'm going to achieve X, and this is why I'm going to achieve X, and this is what's going to happen if I achieve X, and this is what's going to happen if I don't achieve it, and this is how I'm going to feel if I don't achieve it. When's the last time you actually did that? Why are you showing up to the dealership and have a goal of selling X amount of cars and you need to make X amount of money? Why are those the only two goals that your sales managers or you set for yourself? Those don't mean nothing, because at the end of the day, when shit goes hard, you ain't going to hold on to, oh, I'm going to sell X amount of cars and it's going to make me feel good, or I'm going to make X amount of money and it's going to make me feel good. No, because you're feeling like shit in the moment, and you're going to do whatever it takes to feel good in the moment, and that's probably going out and doing something you shouldn't do. Okay? But if you sold X amount of cars today, and you made X amount of money today, and then you decided, I'm going to save X amount of money today, because in the long run, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to put it into this, or I'm going to do this with it. And then after I do that, this other thing's going to happen. And then when this other thing happens, it's going to turn this thing into something else. And then all of a sudden you got this big thing going on. And now you're really making it happen. And everybody's going to look at you and wonder, what in the heck, how'd you do it? And then you're going to explain to them, it's not complicated. I set a goal. I was focused. I was determined to hit the goal, and I was just consistent. And they're going to be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. But it's the truth. It's the truth. So you can, I used to break this down into every single step. Like when I was a salesperson, I put a dollar figure on every single step of the sale. So I would break it down, and I would start with the minimum commission I could make. And I told myself, okay, if I just did every step of the sale to the bare minimum, I'm going to make a minimum commission. That's what I'll make. And then when I said, hey, if I don't do the step properly, or I do the step not the way I'm supposed to, most likely I'm going to lose money, or I'm not going to make the deal. And then I put an extra value on each step. Hey, if I did this step really well, and I actually did it like a professional, then each step's like that gives me the opportunity to make a little bit more money. And this way, when I convince myself, wow, how important is each step of the sale? Because each step of the sale now is broke down to an actual value that it has, not just overall, which you guys and us, most of us, how we do it, right? It's the overall. But I broke it down, and I was like, hey, if I'm gonna meet and greet the customer, that's gonna have a value. I'm gonna put a dollar figure on that. If I'm gonna test drive the customer, there's gonna be a dollar figure on that. If I'm gonna do a walk around with the customer on the vehicle, going over the features, the advantage, and the benefit, there's going to be a value to that. This really changed my life. Not just in the moment, but it changed my life because I realized everything I do has an impact on where I'm trying to go. So if you guys truly want to achieve success in this car business or in your life in general, it's not complicated. You just got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for the things that are going to throw you off track. Okay? It's not complicated. Set yourself a goal today, just like we talked about. Set a goal. Get focused on it. Be determined that no matter what happens in the market or what happens to you personally, you're not deviating from your goal, and stay consistent. And if you do this over a decent amount of time, I promise you, your life will start to change. But if you don't do this, don't be surprised if you're next year in the exact same spot that you're at now. And you can tell me all you want and say, oh, I'm good, I'm happy, I enjoy where I'm at. Bullshit. No, we don't. I don't believe that for a second. Because even when I'm doing really, really, really good, there's always one or two things that I wish I had. More time off, more family time. Man, if I just had a little bit more money, I don't really care about that car, but it'd be nice to have a little bit nicer car. Man, the summertime's here. What if I had 3 cars and I had a Mustang to drive in the summer? That'd be pretty awesome, right? What if I had a hot tub at the house? What if I had a pool at the house? What if I had a little extra money where I could throw big parties at the house for the entire family get-togethers? There's always going to be something. But we can lie to ourselves and say, nah, we're good. But there's always something. So you got to hold on to that something and stop telling yourself you're good. Because I promise you, if you're good, when you get to a certain point in life, you ain't going to be good. You're going to be struggling. And if you're living simple now, you're going to have to live even simpler then. Okay, so today starts our new journey. If you're new to the car business, if you're thinking about getting in the car business, you've been in the car business forever, let's start today and let's rewrite our plan. Let's rewrite our goal. Let's focus a little bit. Let's be determined. Let's take some time and be a professional. You got what it takes, or you wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't be listening to the video. You got what it takes. So you guys have a great day today. Please like, subscribe, comment to the videos, share the video with 1 or 2 people that you know this would help, and lock in today, guys. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This one's for the ones who keep going, even when life's got them on the ropes. Hustle over talent.